Okay, here's a question from Tracy. She says, "Hello, Dr. Nelson. I have a question about Alport syndrome. Can the body code or emotion code do something to shed it back generations as well as future generations?" Well, the answer to that question is really no matter what the what the disease process is. Uh, I believe that the emotion code and the body code are the best ways to really deal with the true underlying causes of what that disease process is, even if it was inherited. And and by the way, I don't know if you saw, there's a really interesting article that was just posted about epigenetics and the emotion code. Now, they used to say that your genes determine your destiny and so on, that if you've got some kind of a genetic disease, or if you've got some kind of if you have the gene for a certain disease, for example, there's nothing you can do. You're going to manifest that disease, and that's how it is. But now there's a whole new science called epigenetics. And epigenetics basically says that, that even though we may have genes for certain diseases or certain problems, those genes may or may not manifest. They may not, we may not have any of those problems because our experiences can affect our DNA. And I wanted to share with you this article was written by Sharan Sardar from London, and she talks about how a woman came to her who she was pregnant and she had an ultrasound, and in the ultrasound they picked up a very strong marker for Down syndrome, and she was devastated. And so she found Sharan, and Sharan did some work on the mother and on this embryo, the child in utero, and also on the mother. And 3 weeks later, they went back and had this test done again, and this marker for Down syndrome was not there anymore. Okay, it was gone, cleared, and that child was born as completely normal, and baby is almost a year old now. So the answer to that question is that I think that this work is very powerful, and we just don't always know what the end results are going to be. We don't always we don't know. We don't make any promises to cure anything ever. We don't ever do that. But what we try to do is just fix whatever imbalances we find, right? And that's how this work is done. And when you do that, luckily the subconscious mind is this amazing computer system, and it can tell you what it needs exactly. And so I think the answer is kind of a qualified yes.